All right, today we're tackling something really interesting, a new tool called ASTRIDE. Think of it as the AI that's being built to guard, well, the other AIs. It gets right to the heart of a huge new question. Who guards the guards in the age of artificial intelligence?
So, let's set the stage here. We're way past the point of AI just following simple pre-programmed instructions. We are now dealing with truly autonomous AI agents. These things, powered by massive language models, can make their own decisions, handle complicated jobs, and even, reason through problems. It's a whole new ballgame for what software is capable of.
Right. But you know what they say? With great power comes, well, a whole bunch of new ways to mess things up. The very thing that makes these AI agents so incredible, their autonomy, their flexibility, that's also what creates this giant new blinking target for security threats. It's a real can of worms, as they say. So the big question becomes, how on earth do you protect a system that can literally think for itself?
And that leads us right into our first big problem, AI's new blind spots. Turns out, these advanced systems have created security holes that our old tools, well, they just can't see. Just think about it for a second. Our traditional cybersecurity tools, they're built for software that follows the rules, software that's predictable. But these new AI agents, they're anything but. They're dynamic, their decision-making can be super complex, almost like a black box. And that very flexibility, that's their superpower, right? But it's also, as this research makes crystal clear, a massive new attack surface we've never had to deal with before.
And suddenly, we have this whole new, kind of scary vocabulary of threats. We're not talking about your grandpa's computer viruses here. We're talking about things like prompt injection, which is basically like whispering a secret, malicious command into the AI's ear to get it to do something bad. Or context poisoning, where an attacker sneaky feeds it bad information to poison its memory and mess up its decisions down the line. These aren't just bugs. These are attacks that go after the AI's very thought process.
Okay, so if we're dealing with a new territory, we need a map, right? Well, the problem is, for decades, we've been using a security map that's, well, it's getting a little outdated for this new AI landscape.
And that map is called STRIDE. Now, if you're in the cybersecurity world, you know this name. STRIDE is the gold standard, the classic playbook for finding security holes in traditional software. For years, it's been the absolute go-to for security pros.
And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. Think of STRIDE like a city map with all the streets clearly marked. It's great for predictable software. But AI agents? That's like navigating a wild, uncharted jungle where the path changes every second. STRIDE depends on a human looking things over. But how can a person possibly inspect a decision-making process that's basically a black box? It simply doesn't have the tools to spot threats that are baked right into the AI's own thinking.
So, this is where things get interesting. We need a new map for this new world, and that's where ASTRIDE comes in. So here it is, the classic, STRIDE. For years, this acronym has been the absolute foundation of threat modeling in software security. And the solution proposed here is, well, it's so simple it's brilliant. They just added one letter, right at the front, A.
So what's the A for? Well, as the paper puts it, it's for AI agent-specific attacks. And that one single addition changes everything. It gives the old framework a whole new chapter, a new language, to talk about these weird new threats like prompt injection. It's basically STRIDE, but upgraded for the AI era.
All right, so ASTRIDE is the new rulebook. But the really mind-blowing part isn't just the A. It's how they've automated the whole thing. The system works like this amazing team of AI detectives, all working together on a case.
Let's break down how this detective agency operates. First up, you've got the case files, basically a giant database of system diagrams, the scene of the crime. Then you bring in the specialists. These are vision language models, AIs that can see and read, and they're trained to pore over those diagrams looking for any weakness. Once they've got something, they report to the master detective. This is a big, powerful reasoning LLM that takes all the different clues and puts them together to figure out what's really going on. And running the whole show, that's the coordinator, another AI agent that makes sure the whole investigation runs smoothly. It is literally a team of AIs, built to protect other AIs. Pretty wild, right?
Okay, that all sounds great in a research paper, but does it actually work? Let's look at the results.
So the researchers took a standard off-the-shelf AI model, in this case Llama Vision, and showed it a system diagram. Before any special training, what did it find? Not much. It spotted one obvious threat, prompt injection, but had no idea what to do about it. It's like a rookie cop showing up to a crime scene, noticing a broken window, and then just shrugging.
But now, check this out. This is the exact same model after it went through the ASTRIDE fine-tuning process. And, whoa, the difference is just night and day. Suddenly, it's not just finding one problem, it's spotting multiple, specific threats across the whole system. And even better, it's suggesting actual solutions for each one. It's like that rookie cop went to detective school and came back a seasoned pro.
And you're probably thinking, okay, that kind of training must take forever, right? Well, here's the real kicker. That transformation from clueless rookie to expert detective, it took just over 27 minutes. Seriously, 27 minutes. That speed, that efficiency, that's what takes ASTRIDE from being a cool research project to something that could actually be used, like, tomorrow.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's all about the fine-tuning. That's the secret sauce. ASTRIDE proves you can take a general jack-of-all-trades AI and, with a little bit of very specific training, turn it into a world-class specialist, an expert AI security analyst. So let's zoom out a bit. What does all this mean for the future? How does something like ASTRIDE change the game for securing AI?
Let's just quickly recap why this is such a big deal. First, it's the first real update to the classic STRIDE framework for AI, giving everyone a common way to talk about these new risks. Second, it's the first system to fully automate threat modeling just by looking at a diagram. Think of the hours and hours of human effort that saves. And finally, it proves that you can build a team of AIs that work together to make security analysis faster, better, and scalable to a level we just couldn't do before. It's a genuine breakthrough.
So when you look at the whole picture, ASTRIDE is way more than just another piece of security software. It's really a new way of thinking. It's showing us that as our technology gets smarter and more autonomous, our defenses have to do the same. You have to fight fire with fire, or in this case, fight AI with AI.
And that really leaves us with one last big question to chew on. As these AI systems get more and more powerful, more and more autonomous, the challenge of keeping them safe is just going to get bigger. ASTRIDE is an incredible first step, an amazing answer, but it points to a much bigger question for all of us. In the future, who or what are we going to trust to keep our most powerful creations in check?